Hello, everyone. A very logical day to all of you. Let's see what we have in the first editorial of the Indian Express, 19th July. Opposition position. Oh, opposition position. See, the repetition of the sound, alliteration. One figure of speech, that is. So, the meeting of 25 opposition parties in Bengaluru has quite literally spelled out a challenge for the BJP. उनके लिए एक challenge बन गया है. Now, named the Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance. It will be known by its acronym India. Whether this is clever or too clever by half, one thing is clear. In the bitterly contested run up to 2024, the UPA's cast of characters need a more vibrant script rather than a mere tweak in title. ठीक है, ट्वीक इन टाइटल का मतलब थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दिया टाइटल में, पर टाइटल को ऐसा कैची बना दिया उन्होंने, पर इससे कुछ होने वाला है नहीं, तो दे नीड टू डू समथिंग बेटर. Significantly, the Bengaluru 26 has underlined inclusive in its name when the BJP has arguably succeeded in making inclusiveness a defensive political stance. By drawing a connection with the politics of appeasement, we have done this word in most of the classes. I've taken this word appeasement means trying to please somebody. तो ये हो गया inclusiveness जहाँ पे वो minorities को या अलग-अलग sections को include कर रहे हैं. Now, when the opposition shirks clear positions on divisive issues, the fact that the parties which grew from 16 in Patna to 26 in Bengaluru have pledged to meet again in Mumbai is meant to signal a gathering momentum. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से आ रहा है सिग्नल जो कि नहीं ठीक है, the people are or the parties are coming together, so it will not be an easy task for BJP now. So, as is the suggestion of continuity and promise of institutionalization in the form of the 11-member coordination committee, having said that, however, the Bengaluru meet for now has drawn attention primarily to the challenges the opposition faces rather than those it is likely to pose for the बीजेपी. तो opposition के सामने क्या challenges है अभी वो discuss कर रहे हैं. अब वो खुद कैसे challenge बन जाएंगे बीजेपी के लिए वो नहीं discuss किया अभी. For one, they will have to send out the message that their coming together is not simply because they are threatened by the ED CBI action. ये उनके सामने एक चैलेंज है कि वो इसमें एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट के जो अभी रिसेंटली वी हैव रेड मेनी आर्टिकल्स बेस्ड ऑन दिस कि जो सीबीआई एक्शन उनके खिलाफ होता है या उनके ऊपर होता है उससे डर के ये लोग सब एक साथ आए हैं. तो पहले तो ये बताना है कि ऐसा नहीं है. दिस इज द चैलेंज दैट दे आर फेसिंग. Now, the case against an Abhishek Banerjee or the arrest of a Manish Sisodia or the ED shadow on a Senthil Balaji has stoked resentment in their respective parties, but the sum of their anger does not add up to an alternative. ठीक है, अलग अलग पार्टी से अलग अलग लोगों को टारगेट किया गया है या एक्शन उनके अगेंस्ट लिया गया है सीबीआई का. So they are angered, they are furious over this matter, but then their anger is not aggregating, it is not adding up as an alternative or to an alternative. ये नहीं हो रहा है. While a vindictive center using central agencies to target its political opponents violates due process in a constitutional democracy, the BJP has succeeded in casting the onus of defending the innocence on the targeted parties. It has succeeded in casting the onus of defending the innocence. मतलब onus का मतलब होता है respect, responsibility, right? So now, while a vindictive center using central agencies to target its political opponents violates due process in a constitutional democracy, violates due process मतलब ये process तो नहीं होता है उनका, ठीक है, ये तरीका नहीं है, पर फिर उस process को उस system को उन्होंने violate किया है, right? That many of these parties have skeletons in their closets. Skeletons in their closets we'll be seeing soon has certainly not helped them. So the parties you can see from here, these are examples कि parties के कुछ अलग अलग parties के अलग अलग लोगों को target किया गया है. What it is taken it as is the revenge that is being taken by the center, you can say, using the central agencies to target its opponents. ठीक है, अगर ये vindictive nature बन रहा है center का, तो फिर it has succeeded in casting the onus, this is putting the onus or the responsibility or defending the innocence on the targeted parties. So they are not, or they are proving themselves to be innocent. Now many of these parties have skeletons in their closets. That means ऐसे कई सारी चीजें हैं, राज हैं जो इनके छिपे हुए हैं. It has certainly not helped them. The cause of opposition unity needs to be larger than the threat perceptions of its individual members for another reason. Okay, this is the point that the author has stated already in the first paragraph, that why are these opposition parties coming together. ये उन्हें लोगों को बताना पड़ेगा कि सिर्फ ईडी और सीबीआई के डर से ये लोग साथ में आए हैं, तो फिर ये सही नहीं है. So they need to tell that now this might be the reason, the exact reason also. No, not to say anything, but then they need to put this across to the people, to the public there. Why have they come together? The BJP has been successful again, not without the opposition party's own complicity in portraying them as a dynasty apart from corrupt. तो बीजेपी ने उन सारी पार्टीज को प्रूव कर दिया है या बता दिया है, पोर्ट्रे कर दिया है, मतलब दिखाया है उनको कैसे. एक करप्ट है, दूसरा डायनेस्टिक है. डायनेस्टिक का मतलब होता है कि जो लीडर है उस पार्टी में, वो लीडरशिप जो है वो पूरी उनकी फैमिली में ही चल रही है. ठीक है, तो वो डायनेस्टिक हो गया. So that means nobody else will get a chance of coming to the helm or coming to the top position there in the party. Why? Because it is all there in the family only. So that is called dynastic, apart from being corrupt. Now, the fact is that at the helm of many of these parties, be it the SB or the RJD or the DMK or Congress, is a family. This is what he said. At the helm means in the position of control. To take on the BJP, therefore, these 26 parties must find a larger idea and build a bigger whole. ठीक है, पूरे पैराग्राफ में यही बताया था कि उनको एक प्रॉपर आइडिया होना चाहिए कि आखिर ये लोग अगर यूनाइट हुए हैं तो क्यों हुए हैं. बिकॉज इफ दे डोंट हैव दिस रीजन देन दे विल सून डिसयूनाइट. दैट इज नॉट ऑल. What these 26 parties must also work together towards is a positive and affirmative imagination of the political alternative. राइट, एफर्मेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि अभी हमारे पास और कोई ऑल्टरनेटिव है नहीं. तो उनको अगर ये 26 पार्टीज आती हैं साथ में, तो दे शुड बी एबल टू डिस्प्ले अ पॉजिटिव पॉलिटिकल ऑल्टरनेटिव. कि अगर ये नहीं तो ये कैसे. दे हैव अ रीजन फॉर द पीपल ऑल्सो. Naming themselves after the nation will be seen as yet another self-serving ploy unless the coalition spells out how it will work towards facing the challenges ahead and solving the problems the country faces. उन्होंने नाम इंडिया रख दिया है बस. अब नाम अगर इंडिया रखा, ये एक्रोनिम बोला जाता है इसको. कैपिटल लेटर्स में रहेगा वो मेनली इंडिया. ठीक है, एक्रोनिम का मतलब होता है शॉर्ट नेम, जैसे ये नासा. ठीक है, हम भेल भी बोलते हैं. अब भेल खाने वाली नहीं है, ठीक है, पर ये भेल होता है. देन वी हैव सेल. अब ये भी तैरने वाली नहीं है. But then these are called the acronyms, which are abbreviations, but we come up as a name only, right? And therefore, choosing this acronym, naming themselves after the nation, will be seen as yet another self-serving ploy unless the coalition spells out how it will work towards facing the challenges ahead and solving the problems the country faces. From the shrinking of job opportunities to the ferment in Manipur. Ferment का मतलब होता है धीरे धीरे चीजें like they are changing or they are being destroyed fermentation mein. But then the problem and then how they are going to tackle the problem will be the main thing here. So they also need to make it clear that they are not ducking the dynast corruption charge. Ducking would mean escaping in that manner. But instead are making efforts to clean the stables. If you remember, we had done that idiom also to clean the agent's tables. Agent, against stables होता है, right? So somebody got what do you say? Somebody got a punishment. Let's see if you have done something wrong. So what will you do? Okay, fine. Go and clean the agent's tables. So you go and clean the agent's tables. मतलब 30 साल से tables का कुछ भी नहीं किया था. ठीक है, अब सोचो कितना बेकार हालत में होगा वो. तो now in that condition, so it is considered to be a punishment sort of, and therefore to clean the stables. Usually, what people do not use the agent's tables nowadays. So they only say to clean the stables. From Patna to Bangalore may be a step forward, but Mumbai onwards, if it wants to play this game right, a united opposition will have to start lengthening its stride. A weak opposition by any name will remain a weak opposition. ठीक है, तो और तीनों पैराग्राफ्स में ऑथर का पॉइंट बड़ा क्लियरली आ गया था that if the opposition is uniting, it has to come up with a very strong agenda कि यूनाइट हुए हैं तो कैसे और क्यों हुए हैं और आगे किस तरीके से वो काम करने वाले हैं, प्रूविंग टू बी अ पॉजिटिव ऑल्टरनेटिव टू द एग्जिस्टिंग वन, राइट? So if this is the author's point, let us understand it as the main idea that the author has already given. So they gave themselves a clever acronym. As I said, India acronym got rivals at the same table. बट ऑपोजिशंस बैटल फॉर 2024 नीड्स अ लॉट मोर. मतलब इतने से काम नहीं चलेगा कि सिर्फ एक एक्रोनिम दे दिया, सारे आ गए इकट्ठे होके 26 पार्टीज एक साथ. पर सोचो 26 पार्टीज एक साथ, थिंक अबाउट इट. If they are joining, if they are coming up, and then if they come into power, what will be the condition of our council of ministers? कैसे बनेंगे, क्या बनेंगे? अभी तो बहुत सारी चीजें लाइंड अप है, तो कुछ एक क्लियर बताना पड़ेगा उनको कि आखिर why are they uniting? So vocabulary में we have got a set of good words here today. Ploy means an idea, right? ठीक है. गेम हो सकता है, आइडिया हो सकती है, प्लान हो सकता है. शर्क्स का मतलब होता है जस्ट टू श्रग अवे योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. स्टोक इज टू इन्फ्यूज, ठीक है, टू गिव राइज टू. स्टोक हमने पहले भी करा है, राइट? टू स्टोक फायर, जैसे फायर प्लेस होती है फिर एक पाइप होता है, फिर उसमें फूक मारते हैं तो फायर आग बन जाती है, वो जो चिंगारी होती है वो आग हो जाती है. दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टोकिंग. सो एक्रोनिम इज अ शॉर्ट नेम, एब्रीविएशन. एग्जाम्पल आई गेव यू नासा, right? I gave you bail and as I gave you sail also. Okay. Vibrant is like colorful, energetic. Fermenting is like वो डिस डीके जैसा हो जाता है. फर्मेंटेशन जब हम करते हैं, एक प्रोसेस होता है वो. Ducking is escaping. Pledged is to promise. Vindictive is like going for a revenge. Complicity is agreeing. Compliance is to agree to. Appeasement is for the please or making happy. Appeasement हमने words किए हैं जैसे mitigate, pacify. We have done several words here, or satisfy. At the helm of, we've done in the controlling position. To clean their stables is a punishment. Skeletons is something hidden. Secret. So here we have. That's all for today. Yes, today you don't have any new word. You need to see whatever you have left, the words that you had to read. So kindly do that now. So that's all for today and thank you.